Welcome to our show where we take you on one of our bro dates. This week, it's a very special week because it was the premiere of Fear the Walking Dead.
Extremely special.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this one for a while.
Yes, we have, to say the least. And I think they delivered.
Yeah, just ended. We just finished watching the show. And I was pretty glued the whole way through.
Likewise.
I think that we should preface this by saying there will be spoilers abound.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk about it without talking about it. So, if you haven't watched it yet, don't watch this. Because we'll spoil it for you.
So come back later.
Yeah, I mean, you should have watched it. I don't know what you're thinking if you didn't, but...
No idea.
Get on the same page, man. We're watching it. Everybody else is watching it.
I mean, I'm
You
already
need to be watching it, too.
ready to watch it again now. So,
I know, it's on again now. So we're going to record this real quick, and then I'm probably going to watch it again.
There you go.
So anyway, it starts off in like a drug house.
Yeah, which I thought was pretty interesting. The drug house is a church, and This is supposed to be the beginning of the apocalypse. I just thought there was some irony there, starting in the church. Also, I'm glad that you brought up the beginning. First off, it's funny because if you reflect back to how The Walking Dead starts, Rick is waking up in a hospital.
He is, definitely.
And he doesn't know what's going on, and eventually, obviously, he finds out. Well, that's exactly how this series starts off. The kid's waking up in this church.
Think about that.
No idea what's going on, and then he starts walking around and he sees some pretty incredible stuff. Blood.
Yeah, he sees his friend Gloria.
Gloria. The
hot zombie. They've been teasing that for a couple weeks now. She's supposed to be the first zombie that we see in this world, and it's a pretty good reveal. I think the other interesting thing about Fear the Walking Dead is that for most of this episode, we have an unreliable narrator. I mean, not really to us, we know, but to all the other characters, he's completely unreliable because he's a drug addict. And he's been through rehab and relapsed more than once, apparently. So they don't believe him when he tells them, hey, Gloria was like eating people.
Yeah, to say they don't believe him is an understatement. I mean, it's pretty crazy, pretty incredible. And then the father, or the I should say his mother's boyfriend, rather.
The step, they called him.
Step, yeah. He goes and investigates, trying to be the good stepdad.
Yes, he does.
He
finds the viscera.
Yeah, he finds some crazy stuff, but he's still not completely bought it. He's like, I mean, I know something's there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but that, you're right, that was an interesting kind of aspect.
Then he goes back without a weapon, mind you.
Yeah.
Stupid horror characters, I guess.
Obviously, he didn't watch Zombieland, so.
Always take a weapon, especially after you've already been there and seen the blood. But
yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, you're right. To bring back to your point, though, it was interesting that the one source, the narrator, is the person that you just can't believe because we don't. I mean, was he hallucinating? Did he really see this? Was it the drugs?
Yeah,
that was interesting.
I agree. I think it's a really cool way to start things off, and I mean, it had me thinking the whole time too.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is we know things from the other series already, like that everybody is supposed to have this virus, you know, from when they go to the CDC. And in the beginning, there's a dude laying there who didn't turn into a zombie that got bit. So something else, we're going to have to figure other things out. Like, it's not going to be as cut and dry as... oh, everybody that dies from like this point on becomes a zombie. There's got to be some other explanation to it.
Yeah, and who knows if they're really going to ever touch on that. I mean, the one thing that they kind of kept bringing up was just the flu.
Yeah.
They kept talking about the flu. Did you get your vaccine shot? And people being out of not coming in school because of the flu and all that stuff, but they don't really touch much into it. So I wonder if they are going to. I wonder if it has any ties to this flu thing at all. What actually, just now reflecting back on, is in The Walking Dead when they're in the prison and they had that flu thing going on at that time too. So, I don't know. Might there be something there? I don't know.
Some good parallels there.
Yeah.
We had one other character that knew what was going on. The chubby little Mexican kid from the school brought a knife.
Yep.
He must have thought that knife was going to protect him from some zombies, but, I mean, I'm not sure how well that would have done.
Yeah, I don't know.
He knows. There's another character that, like, had some insight and wasn't believed.
He's on something. He's the Carl that we wish we had at first. So, yeah, that was interesting. We got our first zombie kill. Or should I say kills?
Yeah. I mean, he was getting up at the end.
Yeah, he
was. So, that's the other thing. At the end, I don't even know what the dude's name is in this.
Calvin?
That's the guy who, that's the drug dealer.
You're talking about the guy who kills him?
Yeah. The son.
Nicky,
that's right. Okay. His drug dealer, Calvin, tries to kill him. And then Nicky kills him like 4 times after that. I think 3 total, but about to be a 4th because he's about to get up.
Yeah, right. No, I agree. First, I want some kudos for remembering names because I never remember names. But, Nicky, so Nicky's the drug addict that no one believes. But yes, he gets in a tussle with Calvin.
Shoots him.
Yeah.
Right in the chest.
Kills him as a human.
Yeah. He tells his parents, they go back to find the body and it's not there. Why would it be there? It's The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It's walking
somewhere. And you know what? That is... You're right about this whole like timeliness thing of when they turn into zombies, because like you went back and reflected on this guy that we saw in the very first scene at the church. He was definitely bitten and he was not moving. His eyes weren't turned because I think his eyes were wide open.
Yeah, he was straight up dead. Him.
But then when Calvin died, it was fairly. I mean,
yeah, they went back.
Could have been half hour or something, something like that. So, maybe it has to deal with how you die per se, because the guy who we first saw was bitten. So I don't know. And then Calvin was shot.
Or it could tie into this flu thing. I mean, maybe we're before the point where everybody has it. Maybe everybody gets infected with this flu when it happens, when Rick's in his coma right now in this show. Mm-hmm. And then from that point on, you're going to change. I don't know.
I think everybody has it now, because that's the only way Calvin would have turned, because he wasn't bitten.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some questions.
Yeah.
Help us figure it out.
Yeah, and I'm excited for this next episode because they just started to release some of the craziness at the end of the episode, and next week looks pretty crazy, and I'm excited.
I'm definitely in. I mean,
oh yeah,
easy. It seems like it's just brand new character. You know how in The Walking Dead sometimes there'll be new characters and they get like their own episode?
Yeah.
It's kind of what it feels like.
Yeah, this is true.
It feels like it's the same thing. It's like a flashback kind of deal.
Yeah.
And it's The Walking Dead.
And we have no idea what to expect. We don't know where this stuff is going or coming from or anything.
I would say from here on out, it's probably going to get pretty crazy.
I think so.
There's a heck of a lot of people in L.A. compared to where they were
Georgia,
at.
Atlanta, Georgia, or anywhere else for that matter.
Everybody is very closely confined here. So when it spreads, it's going to spread really fast. And it's happening right now.
It is.
As of the end of the episode. Because I think that they believe him now.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you run over a body like 2 times and then he still tries to get up, I think that you can believe your son after that.
Yeah, they the parents, they see Calvin walking, so they get out of the car with nothing and try to talk to him.
Yeah.
And Calvin had a few things to say.
Yeah, say to her arm, try to bite it off.
Yeah. And then Nicky in the pickup truck.
Our boy Nicky, who looks like a young Johnny Depp from
Backs
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Backs into him, and Calvin gets back up, and he's got bones poking out and everything. And then I think
sticking out.
That's when the parents are just like, wait, what?
Yeah. Then he runs him over again, and his body flies.
Oh,
and then they go check on him and have his jaws ripped off, and then he starts to get up again. So.
Yeah. And that's where it ended. That's where they left us. So we've got a lot to look forward to next week.
Lots of interesting stuff going on.
Get some more new characters.
Yeah.
We didn't talk much about her, but the daughter, we don't know where she is right now.
I mean, we're pretty safe in assuming she went to her boyfriend's house to see where he was at.
Don't know where her boyfriend is.
I mean, we think we know where her boyfriend is, but she doesn't know where her boyfriend is.
She doesn't. But
we'll just say he's walking.
Oh yeah. He certainly is somewhere in California, Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But so stay tuned. Look forward to next week. I'm sure we'll be back with the anticipation.
Yeah, I think so.
The second episode's bring. There's only 5 more now for this first season.
That's a bummer.
That is.
The great thing about this episode, though, it was an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Just like the premiere of Walking Dead's going to be.
Yeah. And as soon as the timing seems just about right, as soon as this ends, we'll get ready for Walking Dead, which they showed a lot of advertisement for that, which looks amazing.
Yeah, I saw some new stuff in there. I'm pretty psyched about it.
Yeah.
So, hey, 2 thumbs up for me.
Oh, hands down.
If I had more hands, there'd be more thumbs.
I wish I had more thumbs.
All right, that's going to do it for this week. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube. It should be down below. That's about it. Follow us on Twitter and stuff, too. And, hey, discuss with us. Help us figure out why some people change and why some don't.
What are your ideas? Or are we just completely way off?
Discuss with us.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys.